smoothie together, or as my nephew says, smoothie. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this before I have to run out the door to run a couple morning errands before I need to head to the office. Smoothies can be as simple or as complex as you'd like to make them. Sometimes I kind of get started, have a simple idea, and then sometimes they grow. So this one, what I have laid out, kind of grew. But we're gonna go through and give you a simple basic idea of a smoothie that I might make. Well, not might, because we're going to do it. So first, we're gonna take some spinach and make sure it's still good and fresh and not the stinky, slimy kind. And we'll just throw it in. I love my Vitamix. Make smoothies, make soups, make some frothy coffees. You can make your bullet coffee, which I think is like coffee plus the butter or the coconut oil in it. Helps you to metabolize and process the coffee better. So spinach, and now I'm gonna do some kale. I had bought whole kale from the grocery store, and so I'd already sliced and chopped it myself. Always rinse any produce you get. It's a good practice to have. So there's some kale, a little stray. So we have spinach, we have kale. Next, let's go into the foods. I have some berries in my fridge that need to be used up. So I'm going to use these strawberries and slice the tops off, pop them in. You can do as little as much as you want, depending how berry you want it. It'll be very good. I cook and bake. I don't really bake a whole lot because my family knows I don't like baking. I make that very apparent. But cook, bake, create very intuitively. So I might look at a recipe to get an idea about something, but I end up turning it into mine. And I also do a lot of like sensing by feeling, being very intuitive. Oh, next we're gonna do some raspberries. Again, just because I have them in the fridge, and we're just gonna dump those in and get those used up. I like to make a point, I've been getting in the habit of making sure I'm eating berries every morning. Berries are high in phytonutrients, antioxidants, so very good for your system. I have like 7 frozen blueberries that are in the freezer that Dace never finished eating. So again, I'm just gonna throw them in because we are making a very good smoothie, right? So, very good smoothie. And, okay, so we have our berries, and I want to put in, oh, we're just gonna do our frozen avocado. So I have these diced frozen avocados. You can also get your own avocados and do it yourself. But I didn't do that. So, time and space are needed. Next, we're gonna do frozen bananas. So when my bananas start getting mushy, and if I don't have time to make like a banana muffin, or I would probably make banana muffins. I don't make banana bread, I don't have a bread pan. I will take my mushy bananas and I'll kind of break them in half and put them in a piece of foil and lay them like this. And that way when I want to add one to a smoothie, I just drop it in like that. And that way I don't have to use a whole banana, I can use a half a banana. Regardless, bananas are good, provides a creamy taste, but the avocado is gonna provide a creamy taste as well. All right, so on to the yummy powders and different things we can put in. I am going to, this is where I was saying, like things kind of just started building and adding and getting ideas of what else I can add. I'm gonna add some Hemp Hearts into this. This is filled with so many vitamins and nutrients, as you can see here. So a serving size is 3 tablespoons. I'm gonna start with 2. And if I feel like that's not enough, then I'll add a third in. So that's where I'm saying, like, I don't think 3 might be too much. I don't know if it's gonna alter the flavor, and I'm feeling like I'm gonna be okay with 3. So we're gonna do 3 because my smoothies, I ideally just like to make 1, but it turns into 4. I'm sure some of you out there can relate. When you make a smoothie, it doesn't turn into 1, it turns into like 500. You know, me and my sister are the same way. Like, oh look, I built a smoothie. We have them for the next 5 days. Next here is some fresh Moringa powder. We get this down from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. Then my sister and her family, they have a moringa tree in their yard. So they literally take it, dry it out, and then we de-stem it and shred it. So we put a few teaspoons. Very nutrient dense moringa powder is. You can Google it, look it up, and see how nutrient dense it is. So good for the body. All right, so we got that, and now I'm gonna add, I like to use the standard process complete protein powder. Typically I get the dairy free, but this one I wanted the chocolate flavor because I love chocolate. And this is 4 rounded tablespoons is a serving. And with how big this is, I'll probably put in 4 tablespoons because this will probably give me 4 smoothies, even though they say 4 tablespoons for 1 serving. There's already a lot of protein in here with the spinach, the hemp hearts. So we don't need to go too crazy on a whole lot of protein because there's a lot of protein in all these other nutrient dense plant items because we love plants, our bodies love plants, and last but not least, I have some chocolate almond milk. I know there are better versions of almond milk out there, so don't judge me on this one. Right now, it's just been transitioning my son, getting him away from dairy, and this has been his favorite brand of almond milk. I don't know if I'm gonna fill this all the way up. Maybe I should put some water in here. Well, there's only a little bit left. Why not? But I think we do still need some water in here. Be right back. Because once I get this going, it's gonna get really thick. So let's add some water. And, you guys ready for this? Are you ready for this? All right, lid is on, plugged in, power on. Slowly increase the volume. About my Vitamix, I named it. His name. He doesn't really have a gender. But his name is Sir Mix-a-Lot, and he mixes a lot. All right, let's try this. I'm gonna just take it straight from the jug here. Yep, that's great. It is very good, and it is very chocolatey. And it's just how I like it. So feel free to try this one that I made, or be creative and make one like it for yourself and enjoy. They're quick and easy to make. You just kind of get going and grab some things and voila! Sometimes you're gonna end up with some not so good ones, but over time you'll get better at making your goodies. Enjoy, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.